Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. K. Pushpam, PDF ICSSR, Assistant Professor in Sociology, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Excellence in Law, the Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, Tharaman. Today we are going to discussing about ancient sources of law. So first introduction, the term dharma is associated with Hindu law as well as knows. As per Hindu mythology, the word dharma implies obligations. So the obligations means we have duties and responsibilities that is conveyed from the dharma. The dharma accordingly to Hindu law refers to variety of responsibilities similarly to societal, legal and spiritual responsibilities. Dharma can indeed be defined as the concept of justice, that means the nyaya in this context. So, dharma will provide the justice from our responsibilities and duties. Sources of Hindu law. The sources of Hindu law can be categorized under two heads. One is ancient and another one is modern. Ancient sources of Hindu law. Sruti, Smriti and custom are the three primary ancient sources of Hindu law. Commentaries and digests in addition to these three texts are considered ancient Hindu law sources. The first one, it is discussing about Sruti. Ancient law or Hindu law is considered to be divine law. Sacred law was revealed by God Himself. It is essentially revealed by the divine to the Rishi and Munis. Sruti is a Sanskrit word that means something which has been heard. So ancient law will provide the divine law, that is the spiritual law, that is provided the sacred laws revealed by the God that Himself, just through our divine Rishi or Manis, the wisdom of knowledge persons. The next one, the Sruti deals with the four Vedas. What are the four Vedas? The Vedic people's lives are often described in Srutis. It is made up of the 6 Vedangas and Upanishads and the 4 Vedas, which are the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda deals the oldest of the 4 and includes songs and hymns. The next one, Yajur Veda, which comprises rituals and mantras. Then third one, the Sama Veda, which contains musical notes and prayers. And fourth one, Atharva Veda, which contains musical notes and prayers, contains magical spells. Then the Sruti is the theory, the primary and paramount sources of Hindu law and is believed to be the language divine revelations. So the Sruti is always the sources of Hindu law that is believed the language of divine revelations. That is the understanding of the divine knowledge from the God or the wisdom of persons. As a result, it is the fundamental foundation of Hindu law, yet it is not legally enforceable. So the Sruti is followed as per the fundamental of the Hindu law, but that is not yet to be followed. It's a legally or enforceable manner. But anyway, that is the Sruti is followed by the people. Smriti. Smriti comes from the Sanskrit word from smri, which means to be remember. Smriti in basic terms pertains to God's words that the sages forget to tell one's original form, but which the sages recalled the wrote in their own words. Thus, Smriti translates to that which is remembered. So that is it is coming from the pertains God's words that sages forgot to the original form, but which the sages recalled wrote in their own words. The Smriti translates the which is remembered. The Dharma Shastra's old Smriti and the Dharma Sutra old Smriti and the Dharma Shastra's new Smriti are the main two types of Smriti. So the Smriti itself has two divisions. One is Dharma Sutra, another one is Dharma Shastra. Dharma Shastra is a new one, Dharma Sutra is old one. That is followed by the people. And what is the Dharma Shastras? Dharmasastras, our moral code of conduct, is stated it was based on Dharma Sutras and was more precise and systematic when compared to other texts. The three most important issues that the Dharma Sastra deals Acharya, Vivahar, and Prayachita. Then what is the Dharma Sutras? Dharma Sutras, these were written between 800 and 200 BC. They comprised local rituals and customs as well as Vedic preaching on various tasks that a person must carry out in various relationships. So the Dharma Sutra is the old one. It is written between the 800 and 200 BC that comprise the rituals and customs. So it includes local rituals and custom as well as Vedic preaching. So what are the preached from the Vedas that will be included in the Dharma Sutra. So that a person must carry out in various relationships. Sutras have a short and straightforward meaning that is easy to memorize. Then the Srota Sutra, ritual related, the Grigya Sutra, domestic related, and the Dharma Sutra, discipline related, are the three types of sutras. That is included all the dimensions which will be come under the law related. So we have to follow some kind of activities in the particular sutras. Okay, the Gautama legal and religious topic, the Bahudian marriage and inheritance concerns, the Abhastama and the Vagista were the four important thinkers of the Dharma Sutra, remarriage of virgin widow. So the Gautama, it is always related to legal and religious topic. Bahudian that will related to the inheritance concerns. Abhastama and the Vasistha were the four important thinkers, the Dharma Sutra remarriage of virgin widows. Then Manusmriti, it is a Sanskrit word, means considered the most authoritative sources of Hindu law. Manu, its creator, is regarded as the first human being. All of the Granthas and Sutras are collected in Manusmriti. It is generally accepted and respected that the later will lose if a fight emerges between it and other Smritis. So it is concludes it is the authoritative sources of Hindu law. It is created of the first human being, and also all of the Granthas, Sutras are collected in Manusmritis. Generally accepted and respected. So the Manusmriti is provided always accepted and respected that later will lose, fight emerges between it and other Smritis. If anybody not accepted and respected, that persons are the sutras are between some kind of conflict will emerge. Then Yajnavalkya Smriti, it appeared after Manusmriti and contained more logical and apparent views. So Yajnavalkya, it's logical and apparent views. However, it primarily dealt with civil law. So it is always deal with a civil law. Law according to Yajnavalkya is the king of kings, and king rule is limited to enforcing the law. So it is always king of kings and king rule is limited enforcing the law. So certain limitations and what kind of level they will go, that is will limited from through our Yajnavalkya Smriti. Then Narada Smriti, he gave importance to regular customs. This Smriti did not deal with any religious or moral issues. It wholly concentrates on civil practices and laws. So it is importance for the regular customs. The Smriti did not any religious or moral issues. It is always concentrate about the civil and practices and laws. So it is always go through the legal ways. Then commentaries and digest. The law of the Smritis was empiric and regressive, and the sources of crime. Several commentaries and digest Nibandas were written on it. The authority of several commentaries varied in different districts and thus arose the schools of law which are operative in different parts of India. So the law of the Smritis was empiric and recursive course of time. Several commentaries, digest and Nibandas were written on it. Then the two schools of Hindu law are Dayabhakya and Mitaksra. Moreover, it is only because of the numerous commentaries available from various authorities that these schools could evolve and be properly studied. So these are the two schools are important in the commentaries and commentaries from various authorities that schools could evolve and be properly studied is very important. Then custom, achara. In India, custom is the most widely used and recognized sources of Hindu law. So it is a most recognized sources of Hindu law because the custom may be converted into the law. The customs were valued in all of the srutis and smritis. So customs valued all from the srutis and smritis. However, usage is not the same as custom since the usage is a common practice. Specific basic requirements must be met for a custom to be valid. Namely, custom must be put into practice over a long period of time. So it is a custom always it is a practice in the over longer period of time in the society, so that a custom will may be converted into the law. So the customs are valued in the srutis and smritis, that is used in based on the practice. So the basic requirements must be met for a custom to be valid. So it must not be immoral, ethically repugnant. It must not be immoral. It always goes on moral and ethical way to follow. In some places, it's regarded as law. So in some places, already we told the customs may be converted into law. So that meaning it is regarded as law. The tradition must be consistent in its essence. So the custom will be very essence in the traditional period. So because the custom is always a longer period of practice, so that is a essence in the society. It must also be specific and not wavering or vague. It must also be specific. It should be specific and not wavering or vague. That is not a empty place. It will cover all the practices of the societal activities or behavior. It must be reasonable and not in violation of any public policy or law. So we noted that one important thing, that is a reasonable custom or not in violation of any public policy, or that is very important. It should be discarded. It should not be discarded. The custom will not be discarded, because that is always followed by the people. That customs should be in the general. All the people are followed by the custom. Then there are four types of customs are available. One is local customs, family customs, caste community customs, guild customs. So these are the four customs are followed by the society. Local customs in the particular society or particular group of people are followed by the some kind of customs. Then family customs is family has a certain identity, and that particular family has a certain customs, the family customs. Then caste community customs. Caste community customs, the particular community and caste has followed some type of customs. Then guild customs, some group of associations or traders or a group of people are followed some kind of customs in the particular group or particular activities. These are the four type of customs. Thank you. So these are the ancient sources of law. If you have any query, you kindly contact me. Thank you. This is